What's up, guys? I'm back and I'm excited. Dude, my time in Puerto Rico was awesome, but I was also super excited to come back home just because God gave me like so many confirmations about like what's my next step, and I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm really excited, and I'm honestly like ready to get out of my comfort zone. So let's go. But I wanted to share just a little bit about what I plan to do next. I will be launching a video of the project that my cousin, my sister, and I are doing this incoming year. This project has been something we've worked really, really hard on, but it's something that's so big and so crazy that only God can play the biggest part in it. I am really looking to transition this blog to be less of me talking and more of other people's perspectives. I think it's really great and super important to get a well-rounded worldview and hear just other people's perspectives about the big issues that a lot of us are going through. I think everybody has a story to tell, and some people just relate with other people's stories better than they would with, say, mine. So I really do want to create the opportunity for other people to be able to speak into other people's lives through this channel. And the way that I want to go about that is to go and ask these questions that I'm asking you guys to other people so that you can hear other people's just perspectives, other people's advice for our generation, other things like this. And I think it's really important that people get a chance to share their story first of all, but other people all around the world get to hear their story. So this has been something that I've been really nervous about because it's really just like nerve-wracking to go up to a complete stranger and be like, hey, can you answer this question for my blog? Just think about how weird that sounds. I decided that I was gonna start doing it. So I've done it a couple times on different occasions, and I've like not recorded it. I just kind of like asked about it and then like wrote about it later in a blog. But what I really want to do now is record these people. So I did that at the Miami airport this last week. I just kind of went for it, and it was a group of like 15, 16-year-olds. They were sitting on the floor in the airport in Miami as I was getting lost in the airport and almost missed my flight. That's a whole different story. But I went up to them and I was like, hey, I'm making a video. I was wondering if you would answer a question. They were super, super willing. And so I sat down with them on the floor and I asked them, if you could only give one piece of advice to our generation right now, what would it be? And they went around the circle, told their little thing, and it was just super awesome to hear, because I think when you ask this question, it goes so much deeper than just the surface. So they can answer anything. Maybe it's some cliche thing, but most of the time, if they have the opportunity to share only one piece of advice that's super important and applicable in their lives, it means that it's going deeper into their story, and I can ask more questions. And I ask those questions because I want to learn from them. They've had a different life experience than I have, and I have something that I can learn from them. And I think that's so cool and so important, especially when I'm doing a channel like this where I want to dig into like deep questions that like really bring light into our lives. I think it's so important that we get other people's opinions. And these girls, it was so cool. All of these girls were from Venezuela. One of them was from Boa Vista, Brazil. And I had just been there last February. And it's so crazy because I got to be able to like share my experience there with them, and they got to share a little bit on the hard experience that's happening there and how you either have money or you don't. And it's just crazy because we all live in different places. We all have been through different things. Even if it's just in Minnesota, if I ask a whole bunch of different people from Minnesota, everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different thing to share. And it's so cool. So I'm going to insert this clip from the airport right here. I want you just to listen. I'll translate it because they all spoke in Spanish, or the majority of them did. These girls were amazing. They were so much fun, and they like totally invited me in like I was part of the group already. And it's just so cool. And this is a big like dip into what I want to continue to do with this blog. So check it out, get inspired, and go out and talk to people, because everybody has a story. Everybody has something you can learn from. Okay, love you guys. Hola. Okay, so say your name and then your piece of advice, okay?
My name is Isabella, and my advice is don't overthink a lot.
I like it. Okay.
Hola, mi nombre es Mariali y basta el bullying, no te quedes callado.
Hola, mi nombre es Gaby, no lo pienses tanto, solo sé feliz.
Mi nombre es Amanda.
Ay, menos mal.
Y desconectate de los celulares.
Hola, mi nombre es Ana Paola y valoren los momentos con su familia.
Hola, mi nombre es Vanessa y no busques aprobación de los demás.
Hola, mi nombre es Valeria y solo vivo el momento.
Ah, okay. I like it.